Hi, I'm Mariah, and I haven't made a video in like 2 years. By 2 years, I mean 2 weeks. And I apologize. Uh, Life has been very busy and not fun and unfortunately eventful. And that's okay though, because this week we're talking about Doctor Who, and Doctor Who is my absolutely, positively favorite thing in the world. Yesterday, Mary Grace talked about how she kind of found her doctor, and that is the 11th Doctor, and on Monday, Sam kind of talked about how Doctor Who has changed her, and I think mine is kind of a combination of those two. There are two things that I know I would not be the same person after experiencing, and that's becoming Mary Grace's friend and watching Doctor Who. I didn't plan on watching Doctor Who. I never actually wanted to watch it. I remember I was by myself one day at my house, and it was the only thing on demand I vaguely was interested in, and I watched it, but they only had season 5, and I watched the 11th Hour, and I met Amy Pond. Now, Amy is not necessarily the reason why I love Doctor Who. But the thing that I think was very special about my Doctor Who experience is there is no other fictional character that I identify with most, it's just in the realm of fiction, books, movies, TV, whatever, than I do with Amy. I think that we're practically the same person, because all the good things about us, all the bad things about us, and how we treat people, and what we think, and how we think of ourselves is just so much the same, and everything she does, I find a little bit of me, or a lot of bit of me in her, and so the really cool part, I think, about my Doctor Who experience was, no matter what companion it is, I think the writers want you to relate to them, because you sort of see this normal person meeting this crazy guy in a box who takes them off to the universe and does whatever. But the 11th Doctor was sort of a new generation, and so they sort of made everything new again, and so it seemed all brand new. And when you're a little girl waiting in her backyard, for this Doctor man to come, it was very she was learning about who he was, and she started off as a little girl, and she just became this woman who left this weekend. It was a very, very emotional experience for me. I cried for 2 hours. I'm still not over it. I know they had to leave. I wanted them to leave. It was hard. It's hard. And yeah, and so something really special, I think, about my Doctor Who experience was, it was kind of almost like being there with them. I felt with Amy. I identify with her so much, and I did right off the bat. And I don't want to sound stupid, oh yeah, everything about this character, I relate to her so much. I really, really do. I really do. Everything she does, and who she is just a lot of who I am. And even with her fascination with him, or her anger with him, her frustration, just everything that she felt with him, I think I felt a little bit of that too, and it helped me understand a lot more. And that's why this weekend was so special for me, because I was looking back on all the things that he's done with Amy throughout her life, ever since she was a little Scottish girl waiting in the backyard, and I realized how much he's really taught her, and how she's changed incredibly. And I thought a lot about how I've changed, because Doctor Who, out of all things, has probably taught me the most, more than any teacher, any of my parents, my friends have ever taught me. Because something really special about it, I think, is that it's not just fun, and it's not just sad things, and it's not just exciting plot twists. It shows you everything that's beautiful and terrible and horrible, but amazingly just astonishing about humanity and the fact that we exist. I always say, if I got to get a tattoo, if I had to, I really don't want to, but if I had to get a tattoo, I would get "You Are Gorgeous" in Old High Californian. because I think something really special about the Doctor is that no matter how ugly or repulsive or evil or terrible something is, if it really is just amazing, he gets to step back and look at it in awe and just say, "You are gorgeous." The 10th Doctor does that a lot. He sits back and he just tells a lot of things like, "You are gorgeous." And I think that's so important. I don't really know how else to say it, and I don't really know how else to explain everything that this show has taught me, but I think one of the most important things that it's taught me is it's just allowed me to just be excited about just being. It makes me so happy. Just like, you get to wake up and you just, the things that you can do and how much you can love people and the things that you can change. I don't think that I realized the potential that I had to do that much. And I think that's something they show in the companions too. The companions never feel like they can do that much, and they don't think that they're that important, or if they do, they think that they have to do all these other things instead of just being them and just loving people and just protecting other people. They don't have to be anything special. And they're not. I mean, they are, but there are people just like I'm just like Amy, and we're not anything special. Amy was a cute girl with who was a kissogram, and she just became this amazing woman. And I think seeing her go the way that she did, so much more love and wisdom and hope than when she came into the box the first time with him. I want to grow up to be that same kind of woman. And I think I can. And I don't know. Doctor Who is just important to me because it makes me just happy to be. And I think that's the most important lesson that it's taught me. Is that I don't have to be anything special. I just have to be. And that's nice. So, now that I've made the longest video this week, I will see Delaney tomorrow. And actually, I'm going to try to post my punishment as an extra thing over the weekend, because I have time, because I have no school because it's Columbus Day. And yeah. Happy Wednesday. Today is awesome because I broke my glasses, so I'm wearing my ones from middle school, and I'm really hot.